Hey guys, what's going on? Inception here, and welcome to another video. Ladies and gentlemen, we have some deep dive stuff for the new Ultimate Team features, game modes, all of that good stuff. And I'm pretty sure they're going to keep it the exact same way in regards to the actual game modes, but then just change the stuff within the game modes. I don't think they'll be adding anything, right? But we'll see. We got an overview of Division Rivals, Foot Champions, Co-op Public Matchmaking main menu, player item views, gameplay settings, stadium customization, and Foot Heroes. So in Division Rivals, we've overhauled Division Rivals. We're introducing a new seasonal progression system, along with the Elite Division, a new space for the best foot players in the world to compete in. Division Rivals is the most popular mode in FIFA Ultimate Team, and in Foot 22, we aim to achieve the following goals. Provide more transparent progression so you know where you stand in a division and what you need to do to earn promotion and rewards. Reduce weekly match requirements and provide new ways to earn rewards for playing at that level you're comfortable with. Create a competitive environment for top players with new Elite Division and Leaderboard. Keep the Division Rivals experience feeling fresh throughout the year with the introduction of seasons. Okay, it depends what they mean by seasons. It depends what they mean by seasons. Okay, so let's see here. So this is the way that the menus look. Still in dark mode. I prefer dark mode. People like the light mode. I don't like the light mode. Everything in dark mode nowadays is awesome. Play Rivals Season 1, Milestone 1 progress. Season end in 4 days, 10 hours. Division 3 progress. Weekly reward, 1 premium golds pack. Win 1 match to qualify for this weekly reward. Okay, cool. PS5 closed beta, cool. FIFA 22, how you climb divisions and earn awards has changed. Division Rivals is moving to a new ladder system where each division is made up of the following components. Ranks that reflect your progress within the division and unlock better weekly rewards. Stages, which are the individual steps between ranks. Checkpoints that prevent losing progress and ensure the players remain at the appropriate skill level. Okay, 1, 2, okay. Cool. The result of each match determines how you progress on the ladder. Winning a match moves you forward 1 stage. Losing a match moves you back 1 stage unless you are on a checkpoint. Drawing will keep you at your current position. Winning 2 consecutive matches in a row will start a win streak. While on a win streak, you'll see it indicated with a flame icon. You'll progress an additional stage for every consecutive win. For example, if you've won your last 2 Rivals matches, played a third, and won that as well, this will move you up 2 stages. Win streaks will continue until you draw or lose a match. Starting out, all players start in Division 10, immediately aiming to make progress towards higher ranks and divisions while earning weekly rewards. With this change, placement matches have been removed from Division Rivals alongside the placement route throughout the squad battles. Is this going to be like another year where it's like the best part of Ultimate Team is climbing the divisions, and then when you get to the higher divisions, we'll see, man. Elite Division. The Elite Division is a new tier of competition beyond Division 1. The Elite Division is where the best foot players in the world can compete. Progression in the Elite Division changes to a skill rating system, which players might be familiar with from Foot 21. All players in the Elite Divisions are ranked based on their skill rating, with the top 200 appearing on the global leaderboard. Once you made it to the Elite Division, you will remain there throughout the rest of the current season. Weekly rewards. Weekly rewards in Division Rivals are earned by winning a set number of matches before the end of the week. When the week closes out, you'll receive your reward based on the rank you're currently in. The higher you climb in divisions and ranks, the better your weekly rewards will be. If you start the week in Division 5 and make it to Division 4, you'll receive the rewards for finishing in Division 4. In addition to base weekly rewards, you can upgrade your current weekly rewards by winning more matches each week. Win 3 matches to qualify for this weekly reward. Win 1 match to qualify for this weekly reward. Season and milestone rewards. Division Rivals is now a seasonal competition tied to the overall foot season, approximately 6 weeks long. Season milestones are a new way to earn additional rewards in Division Rivals simply by playing Rivals matches. Regardless of whether you win or lose, you'll make progress towards your seasonal rewards. You can earn up to 3 milestone rewards per division based on the division you finish in. Okay, so the more you play, the more you progress to your rewards. Good. There's a play factor there. That's good. Season refresh. At the start of each season, progression resets to a lower division for all players. The division a player rolls back to will depend on which division they finished the previous season in. Matchmaking. Matchmaking Division Rivals aims to find the best possible match by looking for opponents in neighboring stages and divisions while taking into account the player's physical location when determining the FIFA game data center that the match will be played on. Players in the Elite Division will matchmake only with other Elite players based on skill rating and the player's physical location. Foot Champions. With Foot Champions, we are taking the competition structure and spreading it out throughout the week with the introduction of Champions playoffs and finals. Play matches to earn points to each rank, better rewards, and a spot in the finals. 5 to 10. 5 to 7. Rivals, Foot Champions. Rivals and Champions. Our goal of Foot Champions this year is to improve accessibility and reduce the overall commitment required to participate with fewer matches in the week. We've moved to a points-based system this year rather than wins, so you'll still make progress even if you lose. The updates to Champions aim to strike a balance between the previous time commitments while still offering a competitive experience and rewards. Qualification. To get access to Foot Champions, you'll continue to earn Champions qualification points in Division Rivals. Once you've accumulated enough points, you'll be automatically entered into the playoffs, and your Champions run for that entry can begin when you are ready to play. Okay. The Champions playoffs are the first leg of the overall Foot Champions competition. It is open for the duration of the Foot season, approximately 6 weeks long. Players progress through a limited number of games in their own time, earning points towards Champions ranks and rewards. These are rewarded at the end of your run in the Champions playoffs. If you earn enough points, you will unlock a finals qualification token, granting access to the Champions finals and allowing you to continue participating in the competition. If you do not make it to the finals, you can always return to the playoffs after requalifying through Rivals. Champions finals. The Foot Champions finals will take place on weekends using the same duration that was used for the Weekend League in FIFA 21. The finals qualification token gives you the flexibility to enter the competition on your schedule. Champions requalification and entry. A change to the Champions qualification process is a limited entry system that allows you to decide when and how to compete in Foot Champions. With each Foot season, approximately 6 weeks long, you will have a limited number of attempts at the Champions competition, with a single entry good for an attempt at the Champions playoffs and Champions final if you qualify. Champions rewards. One of our goals with the introduction of the playoffs and finals was to rebalance the rewards across both competition stages while lowering the overall match requirements. When you start the playoffs, you are competing for the first set of rewards and a chance to qualify for the finals. Okay. Co-op public matchmaking. We're introducing a new mode in Foot Friendlies called Co-op Public Matchmaking. The goal of the mode is to have a casual drop-in experience while playing Foot with a new partner against other co-op opponents. In online friendlies, you'll see the new game mode. From here, you'll enter into a new team. Select screen with a list of pre-made squads. You won't be using your Foot squad in public matchmaking. Instead, it will have unique squads that will be changing on a regular basis. This avoids a situation where both co-op partners want to use their own squad. It's also a great chance to try out some of the best players in Foot. The squads will reflect recently released player items in the game, so you'll see appropriately balanced teams. Listen, I don't care like what you guys do with like division rivals and Foot Champs. Like you're going the competitive route. That's completely fine. But like if you guys didn't add a good game mode in online friendlies again, like it's just a competitive based game constantly. A game like FIFA, that is only competitive based is just so ridiculously dumb because the game isn't perfect. You treat it like it's a perfect game. You treat it like every single win and loss you get is the right result for the way that the game plays out. With all the things you guys add to your pitch notes, man, this is still like again, I don't mind the two game modes, but like if you guys didn't do anything for a casual experience while earning coins, like I'm gonna play Ultimate Team and only play sweats because obviously if we get to the higher ranks, it's all you're gonna be playing against in division rivals essentially, right? And then this goes hand in hand with your objectives against, because guys, yet again, you're gonna create another game mode where people are gonna probably relegate and genuinely not care, to be honest with you. Like these features are cool. It's cool that there's a change, guys, but I'm very very against only making this game completely competitive based. I'm really against it, man. In a game like FIFA, right? Matchmaking has to be set in a certain way where you can have a casual experience and you can trial players for fun, because then you go into another year where it's just like, oh, I have to use meta players constantly. And that's what they want, to be honest. Like I don't know how their online friendlies are going to be. Like you guys got to have a tournament mode. If I go through this list and you guys still don't have it, it's stupid, man. I'm telling you, like I know a lot of people might not agree with this, but it's just so genuinely stupid to only have competitive modes. It really is, man. We're making some changes to the main menu in Foot this year to address some feedback from 21. With the introduction of tabs, we've reorganized our modes and made it quicker to jump into your favorite place to play. I personally prefer the older menus. Like, I like the dark mode that they went with. I don't like these new menus. The whole, like, thing at the bottom and the thing at the top, I don't like it personally. I don't know if you guys feel the same way. I liked it the way it was before, personally. But it's not really a big deal, obviously. Squad building challenges SBCs are now accessible from the home tab. We know this is a really popular feature, and a lot of players go between SBCs and the transfer market, so it's important for these two features to live together. Yeah, that makes sense. On the play tab, you'll find all the gameplay features: squad battles, division rivals, foot champions, friendlies, and foot drafts, single player and online. Yeah, so I mean, I guess it's just another year where like the balance of you playing this game needs to be like you play a little bit of the competitive each day, maybe, right? But then you mostly play drafts, because drafts, it's so crazy because drafts is in itself competitive still, obviously, but at least it's like a different feeling of like doing something different. You know what I'm saying? Like, I still think it's crazy because draft has never really been transformed in recent years. Like, it's never been upgraded in any way, shape, or form. But it's still the best game mode that exists in FIFA. Just like the tournament mode in the World Cup game mode that they have, those modes to this day are still the best modes in the game, and you could still improve on them. Okay? On the play tab, you'll find all the gameplay features. Okay. On the club tab, you'll find your squad, club customization, leaderboards, and player stats. Quick squad access is still accessible by pressing and holding down on the left stick or D-pad from anywhere in the main menu, but we removed the quick access to stadium customization by pressing up. We heard the feedback that this was less... Okay, cool. Quad, stadium, player stats, leaderboards. Yeah, the whole thing of like doing up and down is just weird for that. Player item views, it's the same thing. Okay. We'll have a view. Okay. So we've introduced a new player item view to show off key attributes. By default, this view will show relevant attributes based on the position type. This means we'll have a view for strikers, midfielders, defenders, and keepers. Released throughout the year. We'll also change the default views. Okay, cool. So it's just basic stuff here. Gameplay settings in FIFA 21. There are new options to help you customize the experience to your liking and to further balance competitive gameplay. Celebration camera settings. Conceding a goal is always heartbreaking, especially in a closely fought match. While celebrations are an important part of real-world football, we know watching them can be a frustrating experience for some players. That's why we've introduced new celebration camera focus settings that allow you to focus on whether your team's reactions opponent celebration when conceding a goal. By default, it will be set to opponent celebrations. Changes to setting will affect every mode in FIFA 22, not just foot. Honestly, I prefer that. I know that people are going to be like, oh, they're just celebrations, but even when I score like a crazy goal, like unless I'm doing a review and I'm showing off a highlights from the review, I just want to keep it going. You know what I'm saying? Like a celebration, like I'll just watch my players and let's just keep it going. Like the score is irrelevant. Let's keep the game going. You know, like that's the way that I view it. Celebrations, man, I couldn't care less about celebration. It's literally an instinct of mine to not watch a celebration. I press L1, R1 so fast. Like some people are like, yo, Inception, like let's watch the replay when you're doing the review for this goal. Like this goal is crazy, but it's literally instinct for me to just skip it. I just want to keep it going, you know? But I don't mind people that obviously do the celebrations, but it's cool they've given an option to remove it from a person that's playing the game to watch it, and then they could still watch it if they want to, right? Because you remove the toxic factor, right? But you could just do the celebration because that's like the realism in football, right? So it's a good combination. Like people would be like, oh, you know, some people will say, oh, you know, you think too much about the celebrations, but if the person can still see it and you don't, then that should be the experience, not being a toxic little, you know? So yeah, like I said, I just skip them, so it's like that's a better setting for me personally, you know. Competitive gameplay settings. We've heard feedback from our competitive players that they would like a higher skill ceiling for competition in online modes, along with a way to practice and master these skills. In FIFA 22, this means that new competitive gameplay settings are always enabled for Division Rivals and Foot Champions, and can be optional turned on for the other modes in Ultimate Team. Well, if you're going to play Division Rivals and Foot Champions, you might as well have the same setting for everything else, because that's going to be annoying to be switching between the two. Stadium customization. Cool. A bunch of new stuff. Personally, I don't really care for this stuff, man. Crowd cards, 2-stick banners, crowd flags, cool beans, tifos, search improvements, primary color red. We've added a new search filter for authenticity and color. With the authentic filter, you can find stadium customization items tied to real life secondary color content type. Okay, cool. Cool. Seasonal themes, foot heroes. Yeah, Premier League, so you get a green link. And then if it's the same country, I think it's a triple link. Yeah, I mean, guys, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. Like, listen, some people are gonna be looking at this and gonna be like, "Oh, this is so cool," whatever. Um, yeah, I don't know, man. It's just like I really, I don't mind. Listen, you have to have a balance between all modes. Okay, this needs to be a thing because they have to take into consideration that there's skill-based matchmaking and they're friendlies. Okay, because from what I'm gathering, again, a lot of people don't care about rewards through gameplay. A lot of people don't, and they might not this year as well. So they're probably going to relegate again. Okay, um, you got to have a mode where you play trial different cards but still earn coin rewards. This still doesn't exist. Right? This is, I know that some people are going to look at me and be like, this competitive, this competitive. Guys, I hate the competitive route, man. I really do. I really hate the only competitive route. I hate it. I really do. Guys in Call of Duty, right? Let's just, like, this is a terrible game to compare to, but it's a video game regardless, right? If you are a top tier player in Call of Duty, you are not always constantly playing top tier players in Call of Duty. Let's just say, for instance, like, in their case, right? Like, they have Division 1 and then they have the tier after Division 1, and these guys are always facing each other, right? This suggests to me that this is going to be a year where I'm mostly going to be playing drafts, right? Because the fun of Ultimate Team has disappeared because of the way that they format their game modes, right? Because if I'm playing Division Rivals and Foot Champions, which seem to be your only main game modes, right? I'm going to have to use full meta teams again, right? So for me, guys, when I play Ultimate Team, I like using different teams, right? So back in the day, we used to have seasons in Ultimate Team, and if you were in Division 1, you were essentially facing the top 3 divisions, right? And I thought that matchmaking was awesome, right? Because I don't want to face terrible players. People have this idea that people that talk like this want to face terrible players. No, we want to face competent players. But I also want to be able to use different cards for fun. Because your meta, listen, man, because I'm going to do the rants video for FIFA 22 because or 21, because your 21 game was the second worst FIFA of all time, okay? When you play Ultimate Team, especially nowadays, people need to understand that the full meta players list in FIFA is so small. The percentage is tiny, minuscule, right? You have to have modes where it is fun to use these different players. If you go search for a classic match right now on Ultimate Team, you cannot find a match. Because there's been times where on the weekends I'll go on someone's account, they're in Division 1, and because they're playing Futchamps, I can't do the review on the Friday, right? Because they're in Division 1, they're playing Futchamps, right? So I go into classic match, maybe I'll find someone there. No, you don't find someone there. Even the weekdays, it's hard to find someone in a classic match. And the thing about a classic match is that it feels pointless because you're only getting 500 coin rewards. Like I said, the online tournament mode that you had in the World Cup was the best one. It's the best game mode you guys have in FIFA because you're still facing skill-based stuff. Because here's the balance, right? Let me explain to you the balance because I'm telling you I hate this again. I really do. I'm going to be honest with you, okay? The balance in FIFA is that when you're new, mid-tier or just below high-tier type of player, a game mode like Division Rivals is a good game mode, right? Just like in any other game. But once you hit the top, right, it sucks. right? Just like in CS:GO, you know, you hit global elite or you play Valorant, you hit the you hit the top ranks. People don't want to stay in these top ranks, okay? Because then they're only gonna play sweats constantly, okay? So you have to have a game mode where, yeah, you're probably still gonna face sweats, but there's gonna be more incentive to use different cards because it's not only specifically this one matchmaking. You understand, guys? So, what's the best balance, man? The best balance is to have this tournament mode. It is. It's the best balance. It's cool, man. You know, I play Division Rivals, I play Futchamps, I play only sweaty people. Cool. You know, I play only sweats throughout this time period. But then, you know, I want to have some fun in this tournament mode. Use these players, try to win the tournament mode. Like, yeah, maybe in the quarters, semis, and the finals from the way that the World Cup was formatted, sure, the games will probably be harder, but it'll be fun because if I lose, it is what it is. At least I played those first 3 qualifying games. I got my corner rewards. I got my pack rewards. Right? I just have to restart, and it means nothing. You know what I mean? I don't know, man. I don't like this. I don't like this like direction. Like I said, here's one thing I've noticed. Do they not show the record on the main screen anymore? I don't think they do. Wow. Wow, EA. Wow. You actually did that. Wow. I'm very surprised. If you guys are like old people to my channel, I mentioned that like, bro, I went to their studios like 3 4 years ago, and I was like, guys, you guys got to add an option to remove an option, right? If you want to have the record on the screen, sure, whatever, right? But you got to have an option to remove the record from the main screen because people look at their record and they feel demoralized. No one plays Call of Duty, Warzone, no one plays Valorant, CSGO, and then they look at their record of this many wins, this many losses. You know what I'm saying? So the fact that they removed it finally, I don't care who disagrees with that. That's like one of the worst things in video games is it's like having a KD in Call of Duty in the multiplayer version and shoving that in your face. People are very like thing about their KD and they'll play a certain way because they're KD, this and that, right? This it makes it more like play the game, go on to the next one. Play the game, go on to the next one. Play the game, go on to the next one. More, you know what I'm saying? Like you don't feel as demoralized, which I've always thought, like years ago I mentioned this. So it seems like they took it out, which is fantastic, okay? But it really depends how they do their friendlies, man, because if their friendlies is based off of skill-based matchmaking again, I'm going to make a secondary account. Because this year, my first account was a content account, okay? As a content creator, it's a content account, so I had to relegate to do this, and then go up, and then relegate to do this, and go up, and it was just, you know? So I'm probably going to have a secondary account, to be honest with you. My first account will be like normal FIFA, and then my secondary account. But it really just depends, man. I really think that this might be annoying again, to be honest with you. It might be. It might be. We'll see when the game is out. Because with the matchmaking as it is, man, and then the pay-to-win concept and stuff, like, yeah. I already see people talking really nicely about this, but like people are so quick to forget why they added these game modes at the time and then how they've transformed them over time. I do like that Division Rivals no longer has a set amount of games to play. That was so stupid before. So the more you play, the more you kind of progress into your milestone. But facing, again, like the top tier players if you get to that point, right? So if someone like Scump in Call of Duty were to only face pro players in the multiplayer lobbies and the Warzone lobbies, it would not be fun. But he's still facing competent players, okay? It's when you get to that point, guys, that it gets annoying. Because the best parts of a video game, listen, if you guys are below these ranks, that part is the best part of the video game. In any video game you play, even Valorant, you start off midway, top, but just below the top. Then once you get top and up, it's chalked, man. It really is. And I feel like gaming companies don't really understand this yet, right? This is why people make Smurf accounts in different games and like Valorant and CSGO, because once they hit that rank, they don't want to stay in this rank. They want to play with their buddies and do this and that. Well, it's different because they play with their buddies, right? But in FIFA, like, guys, EA, even if a game like COD, right, had skill-based matching where Scump was only playing against pro players constantly, even if he was, right? it just wouldn't. It just wouldn't. Like, when you play FIFA, you have to think the entire time of the first half and the second half. Because any small mistake you make against top tier players is a defensive mistake, an attacking mistake. Every small detail matters at the top ranks, right? Even in the mid ranks, it matters everywhere. But at the top, dudes, it's exhausting. That's why in Futchamps, right, when you get to 24 and 0 and other people are around 24 and 0, all those individual games are disgusting, okay? And this is coming from a guy that used to play Futchamps consistently. The first year it came out, got top 100, never played it again because I hate the game mode, right? This year it's 20 games, so it's a little bit of a change for the stream and stuff, right? But man, competitive only again, I don't know, man. I don't know. Games are fun to play over and over and over again, but they're not over and over and over again if it's just sweats, man. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see, man. I gotta play it to experience it and see what it's like, man. But the fact that you guys didn't add a tournament mode again is so stupid. I like, this has been like 4 years talking about this. It's just, I think it's stupid. Yeah, I don't agree with your menu guys at all, to be honest. With the gameplay content, I just don't. I know a majority of people are more positive towards this. I'm not personally, but hey, it is what it is, man. I'm mostly negative, I guess, right? I'm mostly negative, I guess. I'm just being honest, right? Obviously, I play the game for a living, but a lot of the stuff that I revolve around nowadays is YouTube content. So yeah, got to do content creation stuff again, huh? Got to make a secondary account probably. Oh, beauty, 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 beauty. All right, boys. I'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching the video. Peace, dudes.